Welcome back, everyone. Tonight, we're venturing into the heart of a legend that has chilled the bones of many for generations. Imagine you're hiking through the dense, humid forests of Mount Merapi. The air is thick, and suddenly, a heavy, unnatural mist begins to roll in. This isn't just weather. This is the Kabut Yang Bernyawa, the living mist of Lampir. In Indonesian folklore, Lampir is more than just a witch. She's an ancient force of nature, a queen of darkness whose presence is signaled by a fog so thick it feels like it's breathing against your skin. Stay with me as we unravel why this mist is feared more than the dark itself.
To understand the mist, we have to understand the woman behind it. Lampir wasn't always the terrifying hag depicted in modern media. Legends say she was once a beautiful princess who fell into the abyss of dark magic because of a broken heart. Her transformation was absolute. Her skin turned the color of moss, and her voice became a piercing cackle that could shatter glass. They say she crafted the mist to hide her hideous form while she stalks her prey. It's a slow burn terror. You don't see her at first. You only feel the sudden drop in temperature and the weight of being watched by eyes hidden in the vapor. What makes this mist living? Locals tell stories of hikers who found themselves surrounded by a fog that didn't follow the wind. It moves with intent. People describe it as having a texture heavy, wet, and smelling of ancient decay and incense. It's said that if you find yourself inside the living mist, the paths you know by heart will shift. Trees move, the ground feels uneven, and the sound of your own footsteps starts to echo back at you, but slightly out of sync. It's a psychological trap designed to disorient you before she finally reveals herself. It's conversational, almost as if the forest itself is trying to tell you that you're no longer welcome.
Let's talk about the sound. Have you ever heard a sound that didn't belong in nature? Deep within the living mist, witnesses claim to hear a high-pitched rhythmic laugh. It starts as a whisper, dancing between your left and right ear, and then grows into a deafening roar that vibrates in your chest. That is the signature of Lampir. Many believe that the mist acts as an amplifier for her dark energy. Some villagers in central Java still refuse to go out on nights when the mountain is cloaked, believing that the fog is actually a physical extension of her hair, reaching out to snag the souls of the unwary.
There's a famous account from the 1980s about a group of researchers who got lost in the mist. They reported that for 3 days they walked in circles, even though they were using a compass. One of the survivors claimed they saw a tall figure standing perfectly still amidst the swirling white clouds. Every time they approached, the figure would dissipate into smoke, only to reappear further away. This teasing behavior is a classic trait of Lampir. She doesn't just want to kill, she wants to feast on the fear and desperation of her victims. The mist isn't just a barrier, it's her playground, and once you're in it, the rules of reality no longer apply.
The ritualistic side of this legend is even darker. It is believed that Lampir uses the living mist to gather ingredients for her eternal life. In the old stories, the mist would descend upon villages, and by morning, the livestock would be gone, or worse, children would vanish. Shaman and spiritualists say that the only way to repel the mist is through specific chants and the burning of certain woods. But even then, if the mist wants you, it is said it can seep through the smallest cracks in your doors and windows. It's an invasive, sentient force that represents the untamed and dangerous side of Javanese mysticism.
Now, why does this legend persist so strongly today? Even with modern technology and GPS, people still go missing in these mountain ranges under mysterious circumstances. Skeptics call it mountain disorientation, but those who have felt the unnatural chill of the fog know better. The living mist has become a cultural icon, appearing in countless films and TV series in Indonesia, usually depicted with a dramatic, supernatural flair. But beneath the entertainment lies a genuine primal fear of the unknown. We are naturally afraid of what we cannot see, and Lampir's mist ensures that you see only what she wants you to see before it's too late.
If you ever find yourself on a trail and the air suddenly turns cold and the birds stop singing, pay attention. Look at the ground. If you see a low-lying cloud moving toward you against the wind, don't wait to see what's inside. The living mist of Lampir is a reminder that some legends are rooted in a reality we aren't meant to fully understand. Whether she is a ghost, a demon, or a manifestation of the mountain's own spirit, one thing is certain. When the mist calls, it's best not to answer. The beauty of the Javanese landscape often hides these dark pockets of ancient power that have never truly left us.
The legacy of Lampir is a blend of tragedy and terror. Her story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of seeking forbidden knowledge and the price of vengeance. As the mist continues to roll over the slopes of Merapi and Lawu, it carries with it the whispers of 1,000 years. Some say that if you listen closely to the wind on a quiet night, you can still hear her calling out for her lost love, or perhaps she's just looking for her next guest. It's a story that bridges the gap between the physical and the spiritual world, reminding us that we are guests in a land that belongs to much older powers. So, what do you think? Is the living mist just a natural phenomenon, or is there something truly sentient lurking in the mountains? Have you ever had a strange encounter in the fog where you felt like you weren't alone? I'd love to hear your stories in the comments below. Horror is always better when it's shared. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the dark heart of Indonesian folklore. If you enjoyed this dive into the legend of Lampir, don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates. Stay safe out there, and remember, don't get lost in the mist.